Hey, what's going on, people? It's TJ Sketch. Welcome back to the channel. I just want to talk real quick to you guys about a few things. We got a bit of a mismatch of a video going today. First, the Gears of War 5 tech test that just wrapped on Monday. You know, I honestly didn't know this was happening until I opened up on the Xbox dashboard, saying that I try it now, whatever. But, you know, out of all the times and of all the Gears games that I've played, except for Judgment, never tried the multiplayer until this tech test, really. And first I was getting wrecked pretty badly. Actually, it was kind of merciless those first few games, but once I got it, I was putting in some work on the battlefield here. So enjoy this 22 for 4 gameplay. Didn't think I could put up numbers like that in Gears, but that's besides the point. So a study came out. I guess I saw the study today. I'm not sure when it was conducted, but it was done up in New York City, and it was detailing how delivery drivers admitted to snacking on people's food while running deliveries. It was 1 out of every 4 people, including drivers for Uber Eats and Grub Hub. And before I get to the rest of those stats, I'm gonna stop right there and say that really, like 25% of delivery drivers in a huge metro area we're probably gonna be eating your food. Like, nah, player. But anyway, this study showed that also that 85% of customers wanted to see tamper-proof packaging, while 60% of delivery drivers received little to no tip. You know, it's kind of funny, like these people like licking ice cream and putting it back in freezers, and swigging on mouthwash and then spitting it back in the bottle and putting it back on the shelf. It seems like these people know no bounds, do they? They're everywhere. They have many disguises. My god. But also, like, 2 things to take away from this. 1, drivers shouldn't be fucking with people's food, bar none. That's the first thing. Second thing, if you're gonna get a delivery, doesn't matter what it is, even if you get takeout, you should be tipping. It's like, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna use a service that's a convenience to you, you need to be tipping these people, especially if they're getting it right, considering that 60% of drivers, even the honest ones, weren't getting tipped. It says something on both ends, does it not? But food for thought on that one. But even still, like, honestly, if I order some food and I notice that some fries are missing or a nugget is missing, because I do count things, and most people, when they order things, you should be counting it. So people, pay attention when you order these things, and also tip your driver unless you find out there is some bullshittery like this when people are eating it. If that's an issue, then in that case I would want my money back and the tip back, and I'd probably press for that dude to be fired. Moving on. So this is actually an interesting question. Would you ever consider being called a default an insult? Probably not, right? But apparently this is a thing. This is a thing. Again, you can blame Fortnite for this one, along with all the other cancerous things that are going on in the community. Kids are now using this as an insult when people don't pay money to get these skins in this stupid fucking game, Fortnite. So now if you want to really be the belle of the ball and show your friends your strong vernacular with insults, you can call them a default, and they'll probably ask you, like, what are you talking about? And you could say, oh, you didn't pay money to get the John Wick skin in Fortnite. And then people will say, dude, you play Fortnite? Fucking weird, man. That game's for kids. And it is, but also it's also one of those games that help pretty much drain anybody's bank account if you were foolish enough to play it. Which, funny enough, will segue right into our next thing. Also concerning microtransactions, which I just heard about today, and this is it's not shocking, but damn, like, Activision's greed knows no bounds. So Crash Team Racing released, I guess maybe a week or 2 ago, or re-released. It was on the PS1 back in like 1999, 20-year anniversary, and somehow Activision has the rights to this. You can already see where this is going, I'm sure. And after the reviews were done and all that kind of stuff, very similar to Black Ops 4, now all of a sudden this game has microtransactions just like Fortnite, and also the menu systems are even set up the same. Shocking, is it not? But also at the same time, this is a game that, once again, that had no microtransactions in the initial release 20 years ago, but now is pretty much full to the brim with them, just like they did with Black Ops 4. Like, I'm seeing a very strange pattern here. It's kind of showing you which products not to support and which publishers not to support now, isn't it? But at the same time, it's like, when will Activision really get to leave well enough alone and just release a game and have that be the end of it? But even while doing this video today, I actually saw an article that was saying that 2/3 of EA's profit is from microtransactions. I would imagine Activision's is probably exactly the same, because you can see with a lot of the games they're releasing that they're not spending that money on development. That profit is not going into development, because a lot of these games, especially coming from Activision the last couple years now, and also EA was just riddled with bombs like pretty much the last few years now. So I wish the money that was profiting off these games was going into the game rather than some bigwig's pocket who could probably give a shit about what the game looks like on release. And it's crazy times we live in, people. You can slap pretty much a price tag on just random cosmetics, and even in this case with Crash Team Racing, it's not cosmetic only. I guess you're buying these things called Wumpa coins, and those can accelerate your acquisition of getting perks in the game, something to that effect. This is a game also. I didn't play the original, so I honestly don't care. But the fact that they put this in a new one, it also again is an E-rated game that kids can access. Like, that's it's low. It's a new low. It's even surpassing the lows that they've been doing over the last few years. Like, Activision has actually been getting quite impressive with how greedy and smarmy they have become, much like EA, but also at the same time putting out mediocre products at every turn. It's baffling, absolutely baffling. Almost as much as the people that are still like licking ice cream and just messing with random products and then putting them back on the shelves and freezers. Both equally as baffling. Yeah, that's all I got. Just want to do a quick video for you guys before the reviews next week, so stay tuned. I'll see you.